Right, I'm here at Manor Castle on the Manor estate, and there's part of the castle ruins. But I've come in to have a look at the wildflowers, which are always good at this time of year. So I'm just going to do a short video walking around and having a look at the pretty wildflowers. So this is all planted by the Manor estate. And pictorial meadows, I think. The idea is to provide extensive wildflower planting for wildlife throughout spring, summer and well into autumn, and also to beautify what is quite a deprived inner city area. Deprived financially, obviously, but not deprived in green space and attractive views, as you can see from here. Looking across to Manor Fields over there, again that's kind of managed for wildlife as well. Just behind the tree there is the Manor Castle pub. But we're going to walk over towards the Discovery Centre. I think it's, I might be wrong, I think it's closed today because I think there's a wedding on. So when there's a wedding on, it's a private do, and the public can't go in, but it'll probably be open tomorrow. But I mainly want to look at the wildflowers here, which are mainly on the outside of the castle ruins. So lots of achillea, and there are lots of bees and other insects around. On this, I think it's thyme. Is that thyme? My knowledge on herbs is not very good. There are lots of bees on there. Green Estate, I say Green Estate, not Manor Estate, Green Estate van. And this is a kind of car park area. These achillea look gorgeous. A little bit of the ruin there. Some lovely tall verbascum. Let's go towards the Discovery Centre. Let's quick look at this sign. I'll just hold it there so you can pause if you want to read it. It's quite an extensive area. Already some late summer flowering plants out early. I mean, we're in early July, and this is Crocosmia is usually a kind of late July into August and even September and October plant. So things really have come on this year. This is a hebe, and it's absolutely covered in bumblebees. There are loads of bumblebees around. Again, not so many honeybees, but lots and lots of bumblebees. This tall campanula. Beautiful colour. Needs staking really, or at least putting behind another shrub that's going to hold it in place. But this is a kind of wildflower area here. Butterflies, there's a few butterflies around. Lavateria, Salvia, Scabious. There's not a lot of bees on Scabious. Oh, there's one there, just come on. Lovely Scabious there. And this is what it should be about. This is what we should be trying to create more of. You know, this is what's called quality of life. If you don't have this in your neighbourhood, doesn't matter how much money you have, you don't have a high quality of life. Because we know, without a doubt, there is no doubt about it, that having lots of green space, lots of flowers, lots of trees and woodland is good for mental health. And when you haven't got those things, it's bad for mental health. So it doesn't matter how poor you are or how rich you are, if you don't have this in your neighbourhood, you are missing out big time. Just walk up onto this mound. I think this is kind of an events arena. But the views from up here are pretty good. Because we are in inner city Sheffield here. So as I come onto this mound, we can see right over to Rotherham there. Maybe just be able to make out Meadowhall and the M1 on Tinsley Viaduct and Lower Don Valley. This in the foreground is down here, is also part of the Green Estate where I'm parked up. But there's the Lower Don Valley, Winkerbank Hill over there, so you can see the industry, mixture of industry and leisure. And as I pan left, there's a nice little primary school here surrounded by wildflowers. As I pan left, we look towards Pitt Smallburn Grieve. You can see Sheffield Heat and Power with the chimney, which burns waste to provide energy for the local housing. And behind those flats, old Hyde Park flats, I think now they're called Harold Lambert Court, can't remember now. Just down behind those is Sheffield City Centre. But the hill in the distance is kind of Hillsborough, Wadsley, Loxley. I'm sure that somewhere on that hill is Loxley and Wadsley Common, and in the distance to the left is Crooks, Walkley, maybe a bit of Crosspool, although that's kind of the other side of the hill. And of course in the foreground is Wyburn, which is again quite a poor inner city area, but the environment here has improved so much over the last 15-20 years. It's quite unbelievable, the change, because this used to be an old tip, an old mine, an old Ganister mine or something, and now it's just a wildlife haven. So if I can get down this steep bank without falling, I'll just wander down. Lots of mountain ash, you can see the berries on them already. Again, we're only early July and already the colouring up. So as long as it's not a really dry summer, we get a fair amount of rainfall and a decent amount of sunshine. Looks like there's going to be an absolute bumper crop of berries this year, food for wildlife. Yeah, so yeah, that's the primary school there. What a nice school to go to if you're a kid, and being able to look out the windows and see all these lovely wildflowers. You know, surely that's only a middle class thing. You know, that's what you get out in the shires and in the posh areas of the country. Well, no, it's not, and why should it be? So yeah, absolutely lovely school to go to. Look at this blue here. Not sure what that plant is. Is it a little campanula? Not sure what it is. A few California poppies. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to walk down towards where I'm parked, the Green Estate headquarters. So I'm going to say bye for now.